Betty's.
Welcome everyone back to the Base Podcast. Bro, are you
I
serious?
fucking hope that made it.
It did. I am your
Yes.
host, Cross, and that was our co-host Redneck, and our other two co-hosts, Kais and David, are here. Welcome to some more bullshittery of whatever
Oh,
this podcast is at this
Davey.
point. Oh, Davey.
No,
No.
stop.
Oh yes.
Stop.
Chat,
Well-
if we can get an O Davey in the chat, that'd be great.
When we create merch,
In
we're
the
gonna make O
comments?
Davey shirts.
Yes.
I want an O Davey shirt.
They will sell like
No.
fucking hotcakes.
Bruh. Well, lads,
Ow.
how was your holiday week?
It was good.
Did you? Well, I guess your hours vary since you're a gas station, so you don't have the standard Monday through Friday. I was about to say if you had Monday off, but
I did have Monday off.
oh, nice.
I was with
It was
you,
mediocre
remember?
at best.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, mine wasn't bad. I can agree with you there, Redneck. Like, it was a week, short week by one day, but my job does this really cool thing where if we have a short holiday week, they still want 5 days worth of work, but just crammed into the 4 days that we have. So, that's always really cool. I enjoy that. What about you
I
guys?
mean, I guess your job kind of calls for that to an
Yeah,
extent.
to an extent.
I mean, mine was pretty shitty. I hung out with some shitheads.
I wonder who those people were.
Then went to work for 3 days because I got off Tuesday. So
So shitty. Such shit.
Fucking shithead.
Bro, I bet you even got fed some fucking crab legs this
it was
weekend.
pretty good too.
Yeah, them crab legs were pretty good. Kinda wish I had more. Anyways,
Probably.
exactly. I made a big old seafood boil, had a bunch of shrimp and crab and the andouille sausage, potatoes,
Fuck you.
Corn,
Fuck
mushrooms.
you.
Oh, and then
fuck
I had
you,
ribs. I had
fuck
ribs
you.
the next day.
Oh, did you really? Your mom made ribs?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. She like smoke them, charcoal grill them, do them in the oven? How'd she do
Yeah,
them?
they're just in the oven.
Just in
She
the oven?
said all the regular ones were gone. She got like the boneless ribs.
Oh yeah, just
They
the
were
red
pretty
meat.
good, actually.
Nice. I'm sure they were. Shit, you wouldn't see me complaining. Fucking cook them bitches in the oven till they're nice and tender, coat them with a really good barbecue sauce, and broil them to candy that barbecue sauce on them, and just eat them bitches.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what my
Yeah.
grandpa used to do all the time.
Hey, I mean, it's can't go wrong.
No,
We,
you really can't.
but I was trying to think what we did that next day. I don't think we ate anything too special. Pretty much the rest of the weekend. Ugh. But yeah, alas, the week is over. We're back to the weekend, which means something for 3 of us, I guess. Maybe not Dip and Dingus here, but, that'll be okay. Anyways, lads, the topic for
The hardest
today
thing he's got to deal with is messing with
is
a crackhead.
his own dick. Anyways,
Oh, that too.
our topic this week is oh shit moments. Now, to elaborate on that a little. This is pretty freeform. It can be something that happened to you that made you say oh shit, something you witnessed that made you say oh shit, or if you haven't had anything firsthand, secondhand like that, just something you've heard about, read about that really just made you go oh shit. So would anyone like to take the floor first?
Sure, since I only got one.
Okay, go for it, bud.
Alright. This didn't happen to me. This is back out when I worked at my very first job. Gates Hydraulic Hoses. We used to hire people that were, down on their luck. They would have to go through like a hiring
Firm, yeah.
firm,
Yeah.
like Manpower or something like that.
Yeah.
Sure.
And these people weren't the most trustworthy. They're here for like a quick buck and then they're gone. Oh, I was on the line, packaging up an order. Guy is over on the saw, cutting fucking hydraulic hoses. And in order to operate these saws, you literally have to push 2 triggers on each side and then step on a pedal to get it to cut. Well, I literally witnessed this guy bypass one of the thumb triggers somehow, stick his index finger in the saw, stepped on the pedal, and I literally watched him cut his own finger off.
Deliberately?
Deliberately. The motherfucker deliberately stuck his finger in the saw.
Bro wanted a settlement or something.
He was trying to get that big money.
That's what
But
I
he
figured.
fucked up by me seeing. That was like the biggest oh shit moment. This was my first fucking ever job.
Watching someone
And
cut
I
their
was
finger
not
off?
expecting to see someone fucking literally cut their finger off, pull their hand out, and you just see blood squirting everywhere. And then they're taking the higher ups are trying to get him all taken care of so they can get him to the hospital.
Yeah.
And then my supervisor comes over and asks me what the hell happened. And I straight up just told him what I saw exactly happen. I go, this guy's probably going to try to get a fucking settlement out of you guys or something. I go, because I literally witnessed this guy bypass the safety on the saw and fucking purposely stick his fucking finger in there to cut it off. So yeah, that was my oh shit moment.
Bro, you
They
gotta
ended
be
up
12
taking him.
times a desperate.
This guy was a fucking bad druggie. So he was looking for a way to make some real big money.
I
But he
suppose
fucking failed.
tweaking would make it a little easier to cut your finger off, so
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh.
he probably didn't
That's
feel it.
something anyway.
He was still on cloud 9. He thought he was slicing glizzies or something.
I don't know, but I still have that image of him purposely doing that in my head. Like,
Yeah, that's one you won't forget.
I was like, damn.
Holy
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, that's my oh shit moment.
That's a pretty strong one to start.
Yeah.
I have a couple. My first one is just gonna be short and sweet. More of an oh shit moment.
The day he got
So-
his dick stuck in a toaster.
I was saving that one for the next podcast, but
Oh,
No.
damn, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna say when I had my heart surgery, I was pretty much Billy Badass up until they come back and they're like, "Are you ready to go back?" I was fine with it, and then of course, I start crying like a bitch because I'm like, "Oh God, what the fuck? I'm gonna die." But I mean, that one's whatever. But the more important one, this was actually, I don't know, sophomore year, junior year, between those two, I think. I think it was right before junior year.
Yeah, it was right before junior.
You already know what I'm gonna say then.
You already said. You already.
You
told
right.
us.
You right. But my buddy Robbie and I were leaving. We'd been to football practice, but then we went to, was it like orientation? I don't remember what it was. I just know it was in the cafeteria. It's orientation. And it was storming its fucking ass off. I mean, storming. Thunder, lightning, high winds, rain so heavy you could barely see through it. So we got done with football practice. I think it had halfway ended early just due to the storms, but we go to this orientation, sweaty as a motherfucker, right after football practice, sit through this. And for some reason, I don't know if Robbie had been at my house or
Yeah, I don't
what.
remember why.
He didn't have his
I
vehicle that
always
day.
I always rode with you too. So I don't know.
Usually.
Yeah, I don't know why I wasn't riding with you.
You weren't riding with me that time, and for some reason,
Yeah,
Robbie was.
Mhm.
But I was taking him home after this, and we're going down the road, just chit chatting, got some metal music on because, what else is there to listen to? And all of a sudden, the brightest flash of white just completely envelops my vision. Can't see anything. And the loudest bang, just deafening. I mean, you'd think you got hit by a fucking flashbang or something. It was horrible. And I could feel just intense heat coming at me from my whole right side. And it took us a second. My buddy's like, oh shit, just screams. Literal oh shit moment, by the way. Freaks out. And it took us a second to realize that lightning either struck the right side of my Jeep or just to the right of my Jeep, but literally up on it. When I say that was the scariest shit, driving down the road, can't see shit already because of the rain, just chit-chatting, and all of a sudden you get flashbanged by God. I'm telling you, man, that was no bueno. But needless to say, after we...
Eternal flashbang!
Eternal flashbang! Needless to say, after we unclenched our sphincters and let go of the fabric of my seats with our assholes, I finally got my buddy home and hauled ass back to my house before God decided he wanted to take round 2 at taking me out. So yeah, that is my oh shit moment.
And when he says he had a Jeep, it was a Jeep Liberty. So
It was a little SUV.
don't be thinking he was all badass and had him a Jeep.
Yeah, let's roast the high school me that totally just bought my own vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was like a 02 Jeep Liberty. My dad traded his old Nissan standard little truck that he had, some little beater of a truck, for that because the dude needed a truck. And yeah, that was my first vehicle. That gunmetal blue 02 Jeep Liberty.
With the Hellfire heater.
Dude, that thing... No, my truck had the Hellfire heater.
Or it
My
was the AC. You used to have the good AC then. That's what it was.
It had good AC too. The truck was the one that had both of. Truck had that fucking Hellfire. But yeah, boys, that is my oh shit story. Anyone have anything to add before we move on to the next one?
No.
No?
I'd like to
No,
not be
No.
struck by lightning.
You'd like to not be struck by lightning? Yeah, that's I recommend that.
No, from now on, I'm gonna now
Oh,
just call lightning God's eternal flashbang.
I mean,
grenade.
basically, that was horrible. The fact that I can see nothing but just bright white, deafened by the clap of thunder, and then just mad heat all over the right side of my body. I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, that was a wild one.
Kind of makes me want to play Ready or Not.
Flashbang! Alright, Kai's, Dale, y'all want to Rochambeau for who goes next? Because, y'all are totally where you can do that.
Kaz, you want to go first, or you want me to?
Sure, I'll go.
Alright.
So I guess I'll start out kind of with a little simple one. I have a second one that's a little crazier that didn't I was there but was not being affected by the occurrences, but
Mm-hmm.
I was always kind of klutz and just slightly stupid. I mean, there were some kids that were stupider than me, like
me.
made stupid mistakes and stuff, but
Huh.
like I've wrecked a 4-wheeler and slipped on cement and hit my head and little stuff like that. But I was at a friend's house, and for some reason we went to ride their bikes, and they lived on like some steep hills, like steep ass hills. Like your car can barely go up there. I don't know why anyone would ever choose to live up on this hill, but they had 2 bikes. One apparently didn't have brakes, working brakes. I don't know what the fuck they did to the brakes. But they're like, here, you can use this one. It'll be fine. We're just going to go down this hill, and you should stop before the next hill.
They cut your brakes.
Because they wanted to go down this other one that was steeper. But I was like, well, no, if I can't stop, I'm running straight into the fucking ditch in the woods. So I'm not going down that one without brakes. And then, so we go down this other side. And sure enough, can't fucking stop. My feet are fucking slamming against the ground. And I'm like just skidding. And like it was steep. We were going fast. And so I go over this other one. And I don't know the roads from there, so I didn't want to just keep going because it goes down another layer or another hill. And so I was like, I'm just gonna keep going into these people's yard. And so I did that, and they had like a little fence where they kept some dogs and chickens and shit. And so I just slam into that. It's a wire fence, and I just slam into that wire fence, and then like hit their van. And so I'm fucked up, and that fence cut my shirt all up, and I guess cut me a little bit. But they all come fucking down, like, oh my god, are you okay? I'm like, I don't know. And then we were like freaking out because they didn't want to tell their dad what we did. And so we'd go home and just say like I fell in a ditch or something.
You don't have
He
to.
kind of doctors me up and shit.
Lol.
But
You don't have to dox it on podcast, but do I know who this is? Who's
yeah,
BK?
yeah.
Yeah. Lord.
So
I
yeah, that's
can't say that I have one that extreme while biking, but when I was first learning to bike and wasn't really good at braking, I built up some speed one time and somehow didn't turn and rammed into a tomato cage and got the tomato cage stabbed into my leg, so that was fun. Pulling a
yeah.
mater.
I've fallen off bikes before and all that shit.
Right. Golly. What was your second one?
And this, the second one, it actually happened with the same people for the most part. But we were all staying the night. We had like some basketball tournament we were supposed to go to the next morning. And I don't really like believe in ghosts and shit like that. Like all that much, man. Maybe like something, but they used to say they would see ghosts in their yard, and they have like a second property right next to their other property, and they always say it's kind of haunted. They've seen shit over there. It's like I didn't care. But we were all supposed to go over there that night and sleep. But before that, I guess they were going over there to get it ready, and one of them comes running in saying they saw something. I'm just like, okay, dude's just freaking out. But then we end up just staying in their main property that night. And like their stepmom or dad's girlfriend or something just starts having a seizure. And so she's having a seizure forever, and we call the ambulance and stuff and do all this stuff. And we're watching her. And then later, like, his dad blows at his back, and he's just laying there on the couch, can't move. And somehow one of their boards in their floors come up because his dad had built this whole house. And my friend steps on a nail that's now exposed. And we're all just freaking out, and we sleep like 1 hour, and we get up in the morning and start this van. And the van doesn't start, so we're late for the basketball tournament. And my other friend's pissed because he's already been there, and we didn't ever show up, and he didn't hear anything from us. That was a night.
Yeah, I would say when everyone
Not
gets
sure
picked off
what
one by
happened there.
one, that would fucker me. Golly.
But me and Elmo was actually there. If you remember Elmo,
Uh-huh.
he was actually there, and me and him were just like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Bro, why does Ghost fucking these people up?
I don't know.
When you were saying
But
dude's
yeah,
dad got his back blown out by the ghost, my mind went to the gutter.
That's really nasty. That's gross.
Yeah. Mm,
Well, Dale, buddy.
yes. So, I've had like a lot of little things in the past, ever since I was in high school, like burning popcorn to the point where the whole house was smoking.
Oh god.
Yeah, that was something. I got yelled at pretty bad when I was younger.
I'm pretty sure you
Um,
did.
But when I
Okay.
was young, probably the scariest moment of my life was, and I don't remember exactly what was going on because I was so young, but I remember this happening. And I was going to get my dad, and he was working in a construction site in a house. And I went to climb up this little ladder, and I saw my dad, and I went running towards him, and there was some insulation on the floor, and I
Yes,
fell directly through one of them and
Oh,
caught myself barely on on a piece of wood that was up there.
One of the beams.
Mhm.
Yeah, one of the beams, and I caught myself, and I was just screaming, and I like looked down, and I was like scared to death. Like I could have like broke my legs. And so that was one of my moments. That's a shorter one for sure, but that's as much as I remember of that. But I also have another one, and it was like 3 years ago, 3, 4 years ago. It was after my personal big breakup in my life, but I was hanging out with a friend. He was trying to hook me up with this girl that was friends with his wife. And so we hung out and everything, and we both ended up staying the night there. And my buddy left condoms, and I impressed the girl or whatever, musical talent and all that. And so we went to the room, and he told me, I left some condoms on the counter. So anyway, we do the
Whipped out a
The
dick
fun.
that was bigger than mine.
we do the fun, and I put one on, and we're in the middle of it, and all of a sudden, I just feel the snap, and I was like, "Oh snap!" what's
Congratulations,
that?"
your father.
Yeah, I was so scared for a second. I was like, "Why did it just snap? What was that?" And
Or
I
went fucking
pulled it out.
limp instantly.
I pulled it out, and I was like, "What the heck, bro?" I was so scared for my life. I was like, I don't want a kid. So that was like one of the crazy. It was hilarious because before anything we were talking about, you know, getting pregnant and all that, I was like, huh, close.
It's funny because you were the last person here that I would think would have had a pregnancy scare. That's not a knock against you. It's more just surprising.
I didn't
Thought you were
finish
smarter
anyway.
than that, Dale.
I didn't finish anyway. The bed was
Surprisingly.
too dirty for her.
What?
Yeah, yeah, that was.
Imagine not getting to finish. Damn.
I'm a half virgin.
That's
how
not
it
I don't
works
think
for
that's
me.
how that
That's
works.
not how it fucking
That's how it works for
bud.
me. Let me believe my stupidity.
It helps you sleep at night, I guess, buddy.
It doesn't.
Lol. Omega lol.
Lol.
Definitely. I mean, my story's not as long as y'all's, but
You're good, bro.
Thing is fine.
Good lord. So, well, we learned today that God has it out for me. That Redneck watched someone go saw on themselves. Kai's
Quite literally.
can't ride a bike and almost got his back blown out by a
I
ghost.
can ride a bike. I can't ride
No,
a bike
I know.
without brakes.
Yeah, that's a fair point. The trick of riding a bike without brakes is you just immediately tumble forward so you go into a somersault and then spring up to your feet.
Well, that's
Trust
what
me.
they said. They're like, why didn't you just jump off? I was like, bro, that would have hurt like a motherfucker
Yeah, I
on this
know.
gravel ass road. That's why I couldn't stop, was because it was gravel. It wasn't like it was paved road, and I could just.
Or I could just see
probably
you trying
tear
to
out my
put your feet
shoes,
down and
but-
them just slamming up and down off the fucking ground trying to stop. Oh. You know, honestly to God, probably the safest play would have been to try to like wheelie up and then like fall down on your ass or something and slide to a stop. Then just completely bailing.
Yeah.
But, you know, when you're in that situation, you're not exactly thinking, what is the most logical way to get off of this bike that's going at fucking
It was going
Mach
fast,
30?
bro. It was fast.
Was going Mach 30 on a bike straight into some chicken wire.
huh.
Anyone else have any other stories?
No.
That's pretty much my only oh shit moment.
I'm trying to think of if I have any smaller ones.
Kai's mentioned something about a four-wheeler earlier. I don't know
Yeah.
if you said that it flipped on you or what it was.
Yeah, I was pretty
But-
stupid.
Like
Did-
one time, we went fishing. Me and my grandpa went fishing, and we took the four-wheelers out there, and because it was like a trail to get to the fishing spot, and so we were on our way back up and everything, and I was like, you know what, I want to take one more ride around the trail as it loops around. And so I was taking the ride, and there's this little uphill area that's like not really super dangerous, I would say, but it had like this giant hole, and so you'd have to go around it. And I thought I went around it because the front wheel, made it around it without even doing anything. So I floored it, and the back wheel hits the hole, and the whole four-wheeler tips back. And so I'm like freaking out. And so I jumped back and landed on my feet, and the four-wheeler just kept coming, and I ended up catching it, but like I stood there for like a solid like 30 seconds, like, well, what do I do? Because I just couldn't move. And it was so scary. I thought I was gonna like have my legs break or something like that. But I like caught it. That was something.
Eesh, dude.
Well, see,
Uh,
mine.
We can start a drinking game for how many times Jill says and
Yeah.
Well,
And,
mine. We just had like we had a couple acres that we had like a four-wheeler and we'd drive on, and it's not the best land. It's not very
come
flat,
back.
but they my
Um,
friend was over, and so we were like standing up and trying to show off a little bit. And so I'm standing up and I take my hands off the bars while it's going pretty fast, and I hit this bump, and I guess I hit my head on the bars or something, but I just black out. And apparently it like drugged me for a little while, and then somehow it landed on top of me, and they had to throw the four-wheeler off of me. But I was sore and didn't remember any of it. Well, I remember it, but didn't remember after me putting my hands up and then hitting that bump.
Bro, that is an oh shit moment. Hell, I'd say
I remember laying there and like I could hear my mom like yelling my name, and I just like couldn't answer back. I was trying to talk but couldn't because it knocked the wind out of me, I guess. And I was like, ugh.
God. My only bad four-wheeler story, my grandpa took me camping. This was my dad's dad. Took me camping with him one time, and we went to, I don't know, fucking Fuckmenistan, some random mountain somewhere. I don't know where the fuck we went. But it was with his, like, church group or whatever. I'd never met any of these people, but we go and we take the
Camping with
tent.
a church group.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I,
Are you sure you didn't get touched? Did you get
I
touched?
promise. Don't worry. It wasn't Catholic, but anyways. Anyways, we took the four-wheeler and stuff, and I'd rode them all
Watch, I'm
day
mad
just
at you
fine.
for making that joke.
Nah, it'll be all right. we were riding around, you know, the mountain shit all day. Well, a bunch of the older kids that night were going for a night ride, and I just went and took the key to the four-wheeler without asking and drove my grandpa's four-wheeler. Well, needless to say, they knew where they were going, and they were a lot faster than me. And they got away, and I missed a turn somewhere. And next thing you know, it's pitch dark, and I'm driving around on a four-wheeler, crying my eyes out, trying to figure out how the fuck to get back to camp in this mountain I've never been to, and fucking God knows where. And anyways, I eventually find my way back, and needless to say, I got scolded a little, but I think he kind of felt bad because he knew I was traumatized from thinking I was about to get lost and get fucking he'll have eyes in the fucking mountains. So, yeah, I went to bed and we never spoke of it again. 10 out of 10 does not recommend getting lost in the mountains at night on a four-wheeler when you're like 10.
This isn't really an oh shit moment, and I knew where I was going, but with the same friend that I've had all these other bad
There's a
experiences with.
friend going here.
We were sleeping at my house for whatever reason. I knew he wanted to go to his house. I don't know why we didn't, but it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and because he was kind of like flirting with his neighbor over there, and he wanted to go see her, so we walk all the way to his fucking house at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Bruh.
Pitch black, and just I knew we knew the roads, I guess, but still, that's not
What a wingman.
because he lived in Black Oak at that
Right.
time.
Taking your boy to get some strange.
I mean, not really. I don't think she ever liked him really.
He still shot his fucking shit though.
Remember they had Shetland ponies, and I was just petting the pony.
Got a Shetland pony.
It's a very pretty pony.
It's a little pony. It's a Dale-sized pony.
What? No. Go.
Oh, how tall
Pony.
are you?
5'7.5".
Okay, you're stressing that half there.
Was after that half 3 3/4 or something like that?
No, it's just half.
I'm 6 feet 2/3 of an inch.
2/3 of an inch.
I'm 6 feet and 7/32 of an inch, Dale.
Again.
I'm 5'7" and a squint, so
Squint? What
and
is
a
it with
squint.
you and your dumb units of measurement? Turn 3 smidges to the left. God, this boy.
3 smidges.
Listen, don't
Oh.
mock me in my smidges, all right?
Wonder about you sometimes. Well, that boy ain't right. Anywho, if anybody else has anything, speak now or forever hold your penis. But anyways, yeah, I'll open the floor for just a second, or if y'all are all good, we'll close her out.
Why the fuck you lying?
No, I'm being serial.
Yeah, I know. Just a song that just randomly popped in my head.
I'm being straight up Reese's Puffs, straight cereal.
Oh, I think very good.
Well, I think we're good. Lads, thank you so much for joining me. Viewers at home, thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to watch this bullshittery that we call a podcast. Really, it's just for window lickers that like to talk stupid shit, but we
Hey,
appreciate
fuck
it.
you.
Yeah, fuck you. Be sure to hit that like button, drop a subscribe, and
No.
Comment.
Fuck you.
comment ooh woo kissy ooh woo, and then at redneck. So,
And then comment Davey.
you know what? That's better. Everyone comment, oh Davey. Alright guys, this has been the Base Podcast. Bro, are you serious? Thank you so very much, and we'll see you in the next one.
Or
Goodbye.
Dumpster Daddy Dale. One of the two.
I got that.